And you can do combat in real time, ranged combat like you know from FPSs. You can do magic in real time and ranged. You have mounted combat, you have formation combat, you have PvP combat. I don't think there's ever been any game with more combat opportunities than what you have in Age of Conan. But that's also, it's Conan. I mean, the universe is about combat and combat and combat. So I'm too high for these. My level is too high for these guys, so I'm just gonna chop through them quite fast. But the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set a script, so I get 100% chance of doing fatality moves, because you do combos in general. But there's you can't chop off a head every time. But I'm gonna set that to 100% now, so I can see if I can find some picked some schmuck. Yeah, I guess that's the right word for it. So these guys over here. You can also hit multiple enemies at the same time. So sorry, dude. No, I didn't mean that. So, and you can jump sideways during combat. You can move around. You can really be interactive and use the environment for the combat. And as you move through the game and get better at this, you'll become this machine of death. You know, this dancing combat machine. So it's going to be a really cool system. And when you start playing this, it just I think it just feels natural. I will say that anyway, of course. So I work for Funcom, but I think it's really a big step forward. It is something brand new and fresh. So and I think people, when they get their hands on this, they will say like, yeah, this is cool. Oops. You see the loot is dropping there as well. So we are trying to revolutionize small parts of the MMO experience, namely the combat. But of course, a lot of it is like you expect and love from other games. Everything from Anarchy Online to which we created, to World of Warcraft to EverQuest. I mean, we're taking inspiration, Guild Wars, and looked at other games as well. So, but also the regular RPG games. And this area is group gameplay. So here you actually need to be larger groups, and of course, in groups you have different functions you can you fill out. So it's as a member of a group, you can also go into a formation. And then have the different members of the group. I'm just gonna see if I can create a train behind me here. That would be, if I can really smash. So, and as a member of the group, it's important that the group leader can actually control the actions of the group somewhat. Of course, you have freedom to do what you like to do within the group as well. But if you group up and if you do it the right way with the formation, you can actually get positive, you get positive buffs, and you get extra powers. Let's see if I can get some more combos going. Oh, come on, guys. Oops. Oh, shit. No! And this is, I think this is the essence of the game. It's hands-on, it's combat. It's always enemies around you. You can just chop and hack and shoot, and it's just going to be a really brutal experience. And as we move into the polishing phase of the combat and really get the visceral, and it's like our game director calls it, the journey into darkness. We think you can be a really mean combat machine, just with spells and demons and pets. And I mean, this is Conan, so if you read the comics, you know what kind of to expect in terms of the monsters and enemies in the game as well. See if I can get a couple of combat moves on this guy. Oops, sorry, dude. Didn't mean to. Okay, and you can also destruct the world around you, at least certain areas of it, if we've designed them to do that. Okay, I guess that gives you a good overview of the combat system in the game. I'm gonna go to another region. I'm actually gonna go back to the beach, and I'm gonna try to spawn a few monsters. It will take me a couple of minutes to actually get there, but hang on. So okay, going back to a more peaceful area, but I'm gonna try to see if I can spawn, because you know, monsters in Conan, we are trying to make the most evil, the smartest, you know, the most fearsome, brutal monsters you ever seen. There were lots of really cool encounters, ring spawn encounters, demigods, demons, all kinds of spawns of hell. So just take in the lore, and if you're a lore fanatic, you'll recognize tons of them. If not, you'll just think I think they're really cool monsters, or so we hope anyway. So let's see if I can go into the water here and just spawn a few of them. And you see the monsters up there as well. The fearsome rabbit. Like in a Monty Python movie, like launching towards you. Okay, here they are, a few of them. I'm actually gonna turn off the complex shadows here. And you can tweak the system a lot. I mean, a lot of people have asked us what the system requirements is for Age of Conan, and we set the target around Oblivion, which we know has been a huge critical success. But on top of that, you can just scale. So you can just use sliders, and if you want to go into the advanced setting, you can really go deep into the settings of the game and make sure that they're optimized according to your machines and spec. And you know, we got these are just a few of the monsters. There were tons of monsters. This is a Yeti. So you remember like a Yeti from Monsters Inc., like the fluffy, cute kind of Yeti. This Yeti is all about, you know, crushing heads. You see the blood on his tree with runes on it. You see skulls there on the side of his belt. He looks mean. And this guy as well. I mean, he's gonna be a really fearsome enemy. And this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. You know, we really try to have a large variation. We really try to set you know, animation system on this as well, so, and lots of special attacks. And these monsters and how they're attacking is based upon years of MMO experience. I mean, we know by data how people, what they like and don't like, and how monsters are cool. So you have monsters for, you know, small encounters. You have monsters for large encounters. You have monsters for groups, for raids, for guilds. It's just a whole lot of variation on the monsters. And I'm just playing some of the special attacks of this dude, so you can get a sense of, I mean, it's a lot of, we really try to work on make them move around, make them feel visual, and hopefully some of them come jumping at you, scaring you, and just, you know, being in dungeon or in the area, so like short on life, come heal me, and this, you know, this demon attacking you. I think it's going to be a really, really cool experience, and I think people will have a great time in Arborea.
Can we see the Yeti animate?
I'm not quite sure if I have put up the base anim for him, so I haven't tested the base anims on him.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not gonna, if I'm showing it, I don't know what's gonna show.
Right.
So I'd rather avoid it if I can.
Okay,
So
play the game, I guess.
yeah, you'll see him. You'll see him eventually. So and I guess that's a small taste of Age of Conan Arborean Adventures, and you know, it's going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of gameplay. It's going to be, you can play alone, you can play with others, group, guild, PvP, PvE. It's just a game filled with content. So hopefully you'll have tons of fun. So that's it. Out.
Great.
Oh, yeah, one thing. I need to end it this the proper way. Like this. Yes, bye people.